You're watching Jaisalmer ki Galiyan, and my name is Suraj Singh Sisodia, and today I'm going to talk about a very grave topic. Why is China not letting Masood Azhar declare an international terrorist? And why India and China does not trust each other? China is actually a deceitful country. At least every Indian thinks so, because Indians have been told this. In 1962, China stabbed in the back of India. The then Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, spoke to Chinese and Indians as brothers. But China cheated us and suddenly invaded India in 1962. This is what everybody believes, but none of this is correct. Because after India's independence, India wanted to establish itself as Asia's greatest force. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was a great leader of the world at that time. This ambitiousness was insatiable. But China also saw herself as a great force in Asia. How could she tolerate all this? At that time, China had a great deal of importance. It was because China was a big country, but the economy of the country was not so good. China was trying to increase its strength by controlling the small neighboring countries. India was also doing the same job. Both countries wanted its power to be glorified by the tiny little nations of the hills. Nepal was asked to merge in India at the time of independence because Nepal feared that China could occupy Nepal. But India did not let it happen due to China's fear, while China's eyes were on Tibet. China wanted India to support China on Tibet, and in return China would support India on Nepal. But in 1950, in spite of India's opposition, China captured Tibet. And Tibet's religious guru Dalai Lama fled the country, taking refuge in India. China was not happy on India giving shelter to Dalai Lama and urged India not to do so. But Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to keep his international image, hence he established a temporary capital of Tibet in India and even constituted a government. China became more resentful over India, but Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's international image and India's power, China could do nothing. Now China understood that India will now always show us the eyes. So it began to increase its strength to teach India a lesson. And in 1962, when she felt that the power of China has become more than India, with complete preparation, attacked India. Given that India did not know that China is preparing for a war, the Indian forces went to the war without any preparations, and the result was that thousands of soldiers were killed. And China occupied the thousands of square miles of land. Then China declared a ceasefire and left the entire land of India untouched. Now the question is, if China did not want an inch of land of India, then why she declared war? That was because China wanted to teach India a lesson for giving shelter to Dalai Lama. After India's war in 1962, India would never intervene in any case of China and stopped Tibet to protest against China and its other movements. And after that, till about 40 years, there was peace between the two countries, but Tibet's exiled government in India is still going on, and China feels that India can use it at any international stage. So China is troubling India by not letting Masood Azhar declared an international terrorist. India and China's relations cannot be normal until the Tibetan spiritual leader Dalai Lama is a refugee in India.